Hello students, in today's class we will learn about the problems on Fourier transform. The problem is find the complex Fourier transform of e raised to minus a square x square where a is greater than 0. Hence deduce that e raised to minus x square upon 2 is self-reciprocal in respect of the complex Fourier transform. The solution of this problem we'll see now. Hello students, the problem is find the complex Fourier transform of e raised to minus a square x square a greater than 0. Hence deduce that e raised to minus x square by 2 is self reciprocal in respect of the complex Fourier transform. Solution. So given part is this e raised to minus a square into x square is nothing but our given function f of x. So given f of x is what here, e raised to minus a square x square, and here a is nothing but what here, positive. So by the definition of Fourier transform, it is nothing but what here, capital F of u is equal to integration minus infinity to plus infinity f of x into e raised to I u x into dx. So we need to apply in this Fourier transform the value of f of x as e raised to minus a square x square. So therefore f of u is equal to, limit will remain same, minus infinity to plus infinity. This f of x will be replaced by what here, e raised to minus a square x square, e raised to minus a square x square into, already we have e raised to I u x from the definition, into dx. Now you can observe here we need to simplify this integral, but before simplifying the integral you can observe bases are same, then we can add the powers. So therefore I can say that it will be integration minus infinity to plus infinity. If you add the powers, it will be e raised to minus a square x square plus I u x into dx. So we have added the powers because bases are same. Now so here from this I want to go for some manipulation. So among the this power, that is minus a square x square plus I u x, I want to take minus a square common for my simplification. So minus infinity plus infinity you need to remember. So it will be minus a square if you take common. So what happens here? So x square plus will become minus because I have taken minus sign out, I u upon I u x upon a square into dx. So now again we need to simplify this before applying the integral. So integration minus infinity to plus infinity e raised to minus a square bracket this x square as it is. So this two terms, x square minus I u x upon a square, I want to write in the form of what here, a plus b or a minus b form. So this one I want to put in what here, a minus b form, that is x square minus So we know that a minus b whole square is nothing but a square minus 2ab plus b square form. So a square minus 2 times, for this I am multiplying 2 as well as dividing 2. So it will become what here, 2x into iu upon 2a square. If you observe here, this 2 cancels, we'll get back our term iu x upon a square. So this is iu upon 2a square is nothing but our what here, b term from the formula, that I will write it as I square u square divided by it will become 2a square will become what here, 4a raised to 4. We have added, means we need to subtract also, that is I square u square by 4a raised to 4 into dx. So this will be cancel each other, 2 cancels, will get back I u x upon a square. So just I have manipulated, so you can find that a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay, so this 1 2 3 term will become what here, a minus b whole square form, and we have left with what here, minus times I square u square upon 4a square. So therefore integration minus infinity to plus infinity e raised to minus a square so these 3 terms will become what here, x minus I u upon 2a square whole square minus this term as it is minus. So this actually what happens here, I square will be minus, and that minus and this minus will become plus u square upon 4a raised to 4 into dx. So therefore we'll separate it. It will become integration minus infinity plus infinity e raised to minus a square into x minus I u upon 2a square whole square. So minus a square I have multiplied to this term, so minus a square into this one, because minus into plus will become minus a square u square upon 4a raised to 4 into dx. So on simplification, this a square and among this a square cancels, so we'll get as, and I will separate it. So this e raised to one term and into e raised to minus times of u square upon 4a square, we'll separate it like that. So on separation we'll get this term. Then now here, so we'll put a substitution, x minus iu upon 2a square, that is put among this a, and x minus iu upon 2a square is equal to t, or therefore on differentiation of this, a into x will become what here, a differentiation a dx is equal to iu upon 2a square is a constant 0, dt will t will become dt, or dx is equal to dt upon a. We need to remember. So limits when x is minus infinity, so as x is equal to minus infinity, t is also minus infinity. As x is equal to plus infinity, t will also become what here, plus infinity. So therefore our above Fourier transform will become integration minus infinity plus infinity. So here this we need to substitute here this a into x minus iu upon 2a square as what here it will become e raised to minus t, that is minus t square into this completely will become what here minus t, because this is one time, so here we have two times, so therefore it is t minus as it is t square, and dx will become what here this e raised to minus u square upon 4a square as it is, and dx will become what here dt upon a. Or with respect to t means this e raised to minus u square upon 4a square is a constant, keep out of the integral, that is e raised to u square upon 4a square integral minus infinity plus infinity e raised to minus t square, and this a also will keep outside, so into dt. Fine. So we know that one of the standard result, we know that from the beta and gamma functions, integration minus infinity plus infinity e raised to minus t square into dt is always square root of pi. We have seen this result in our lower classes, that is in beta and gamma function. So according to this beta and gamma function, so integration minus infinity plus infinity e raised to minus t square into dt will be always square root of pi. So therefore the above result will become f of u is equal to e raised to minus u square upon 4 a square upon a into this complete integral minus infinity plus infinity e raised to minus t square dt will become what here root of pi. Or now taking square root of pi upon, or now taking you substitute a square is equal to 1 by 2 in the above situation. A square is equal to what here 1 by 2, or what happens to the value of a if you put a square is equal to 1 by 2, what is the value of a here? A will become 1 upon root 2. So therefore on applying in f of u, so f of u is equal to e raised to minus u square upon this a square will become what here 1 by 2. So it will become a square is 1 by 2 means it will become 4 by 2. 4 by 2 is nothing but 2 divided by a value is what here 1 by root 2 and into pi root pi as it is. Or I can rearrange, it will become what here this root 2 will go up, so it will become root 2 pi into e raised to minus u square upon 2. So which is nothing but almost we got the Fourier transform, that is f of u is equal to root of 2 pi into e raised to minus u square upon 2. So which is nothing but our required Fourier transform. So here it can be seen that the Fourier transform of e raised to minus x square by 2 is a constant times e raised to minus u square upon 2. So here what happens, this e raised to minus x square by 2 is a constant times what here e raised to minus u square by 2. The function what we have here, function e raised to minus x square by 2 and e raised to minus u square by 2 are same, but for the change in the variable, change in the variable, okay, we can see that here we have x square minus x square by 2 and here we have what here, u square. Variable is changing, so hence we can conclude that what here, e raised to minus x square by 2 is what here, self reciprocal. Self reciprocal under complex Fourier transform.